Hi guys, thanks so much for stopping by. So today I will be doing a baby nightlight review, or just a nightlight review, and this is called Gladle. I think, yeah, Gladle. This is what it looks like. It actually is very, very smooth. It's much, much smaller than I anticipated or even expected it to be. And there are no sharp edges or anything sharp at all. This is the other thing that comes with it, which is a USB charger. It does not have anything for a socket, so you will have to provide for that, which I think kind of sucks. But it's okay. I have outlets and surge protectors and like certain units that you can just plug this in without having to get like directly to an electric socket. So that's okay. Okay. I've actually stopped using this for a while, and I will get to that. And the reason that I got this is because it says here, long-lasting, rechargeable, 2200 mAh built-in battery powers this kid's nightlight for 6 hours on maximum brightness, and 100 hours on the dimmest setting. And it's lightweight. It is very lightweight. It's lightweight. It's lightweight, cordless. The cordless and the rechargeability and the longevity was really what I was looking for. It is made of Bpa-Free soft silicone and toy-grade ABS materials, no harmful substance, not easily to break. I don't really know this. I've never dropped this, and if it does, I believe it, I guess. It seems durable. It's 100% safe and very durable for toddler. Let's see, it is dimmable, and it has, what did it say? It had 256 changing colors. I think what that means is that, let's just say it has 6 colors. It has 3 different shades or 5 different, how many different shades do you want to do? So, because I didn't really see, I mean, technically, yes, each shade is a different color technically, but to me, it's a little bit misleading because you're expecting a lot more, and it's much, much different. But it's really not. It's just like 6, or is it, let's see, is it 6 or 7? Like 6. 6 different real colors. So you got a pink, you got an orange, a green, a light blue or blue, purple, and a violet. And that will come in different shades, very different shades. To me, it's not a big difference in shade. So it's a bit misleading when you say 256. Yes, technically it can be true, but when you do say it, it just sounds like much, much different. It's not. Okay, so the good thing about this is it's rechargeable. It's cordless. It's noise-free. I completely love that part, and I love the design. I love the simplicity of it. This is another thing why I got it. I love how very modern, chic it looks. I love that. And it's something that's really, really nice to touch. And that's it. So the power button is in the bottom, right there. The timer button is right there. Where you charge it is right there. And now it's the bad part. I got a dud. So when this was working, it was working really well. It gets very, very bright to kind of dim. The problem that I had with it was it's a little difficult to use. So you're supposed to be able, you know, you do a, what is it? Because we already switched the light. We don't use this anymore. So you press the on button, and then you can tap, and it will change a different color. It will also change a different, different shade, different brightness. So there is a way to do it. You long press the power button for 2 seconds to turn on the light, which is called the standby mode. Then tap in turn to activate 3 modes. Change color, cool white, warm white. When in color changing mode, tap the top to fix the color you like. Tap again to return to the color changing mode. Double tap on the top for quicker on and off when in standby mode. So I did all of that, and after using this for about a week, it doesn't hold its charge. It doesn't hold its light anymore. So from what I have read, I would say about at least 90% of consumers that have tried this, they didn't get a dud, and it does last them a while. How did I know this wasn't working and it's a dud? When I would keep the specific shade or light on, after about 2 minutes or less, it would turn off. How would I know that? Because my son would scream his head off. Just imagine how terrifying that is. You're already like, oh my gosh, he's already in bed. He's going to sleep. I can relax. And then the crazy cry and the crazy scream comes out, and I'm just, what happened? And I remember I was just toying with it and playing with it for a few days, and it just didn't work. It's a dud. I think this model was a dud. I don't think every single one of this does that. But I would try to tell you though, the engineering and the design is beautiful, but I hate the fact that you do the quick tap and the long press and the yada, yada, yada. I hate that part. I wish this came with a remote. You can just do the on button and that's it. You can also do, I mean, you can keep this whatever you want, but it only says it's good for 1 hour. I would really like it if there was an option for more. Like, yes, you would prefer your child falls asleep within an hour. Yes. Is that really realistic? Sometimes no. Let's be realistic. Let's add more options. What I would prefer, hopefully, they would make a better one. And that better one should, let's see, have a remote with different buttons. Like a bunch of buttons. A power button. A timer button. Because, you know, just because this is specified for a baby, a lot of times people don't really want to buy like something every year for a nightlight. They, you know, you want consistency for your child. And I would prefer my child sticks with one nightlight until he's ready to graduate from a nightlight. Unfortunately, the first nightlight he ever had, that was a bust, and I didn't do a review on that one. This is his second nightlight, and it's a bust again. He has a third nightlight currently, and I will do a review on that one when I'm ready. So this, it is only a solid color. It does come with a magnetic disc. I have never attached the magnetic disc on a wall, which they say you can do, or on a shelf, which I tried. I think the shelf was too thick, and I just never tried again. I also don't really believe I do need to put this magnet on my wall or anywhere. It's a good option. It's a good option, and it's a plus. But for me personally, I didn't really have the necessity for that. So where I put this, because my son is a very active, very creative, very, very clever child. This had to be in a very tall shelf, like it's above my head, tall shelf. So I didn't really need a magnet for that. So there it is. And I needed something that was cordless because I do have a 3-year-old. And if you do have a toddler, even a little younger than that, they just get into everything. And so we didn't want to risk him getting hurt and doing something with a cord. So that's why it had to be a rechargeable cordless one. I'm sure I'm not the only one that is also looking for one. So this one, the pro of it is, I love the design. I love the design. I love that it's rechargeable. I love that it's compact. And that's it. everything else in regards to the function, aside and the fact that this is a dud for me because it broke within like a week or so, I wish it actually lasts more than 6 hours on the brightest setting. Obviously, when you're trying to get your kid to fall asleep, you probably prefer it to be a dimmer. But another problem is the functionality of it. The functionality of it kind of sucks. Because if you can't really monitor the level of the dim level, you're just tapping, it's annoying. Because it doesn't give you a warning that it's going to change the color and it's going to be bright again. You just tap. It's really annoying. So I would, again, if you are liking everything that I don't like and like everything that I do like, this might be just for you. This is not working for us, for our family, for our household, because we would prefer, my husband doesn't even deal with it. Whenever he would want to tuck him in and it's just him, I had to do it because he was just like, I don't get it. It's frustrating. So I would prefer this came with a remote. And even, like, you don't have to change this. Came with a remote, more options in timer, switching the colors, switching the brightness level, switching the dim level, switching all of that. So that would be like a power button, the dim, the timer, and changing the color. So 4 buttons on the remote. I would suggest to have that because the tap is really freaking annoying. Also, maybe have an option, like if people want to pay an extra $5-10 or whatever to have an option to plug this in, maybe have that, or maybe not. But I would definitely recommend have a remote because this is freaking annoying. So I will give this, just on functionality alone, and I'm not taking like it broke within like a week or a few days after a week into consideration, because that part has already been addressed, so that's okay. However, the functionality alone and all that, I would give this a 2 out of 5 stars. It's not that great, and there are other night lights out there. It's not, I mean, there aren't really that many nightlights out there that are chargeable cordless, but there are a ton of nightlights out there. When it comes to cordless and rechargeable, it's kind of few. So they get a 2 instead of a 1 or a 0, because this was really frustrating to deal with. If you guys have other suggestions in regards to like kid stuff or nightlight stuff or anything to do with children, let me know it down below in the comment section where you can find this. If you do, want to try it out for yourself and your family, let me just let you know that every time I talk about a specific product, they're always going to be in the description section, including my social media accounts. So do check that out if you want to connect. Also, I hope you enjoyed my review. You're going to hit the like, subscribe, and of course the bell so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.